Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to be with you all this morning. And I just wonder if you would afford me a minute or two to reminisce. If I were to give the title of today's devotion, if I was to give today's devotion a title, I think I would call it The Team of 1981. The Team of 1981. And the reason I want to share what I'm going to share this morning is because a couple of days ago, I posted on Facebook just a little encouragement from the Bible. I put a verse up in a nice picture. And one of my old school friends liked it, a guy that was in my year at school. And it reminded me of some of the times that we had together at school. And he was part of the team of 1981. He was part of probably one of the most successful football teams that we ever had at Diss High School. I was in the fourth year then, which is now year 10. And some of you can remember John Bussell, who used to be part of Hope Church. And John Bussell was my PE teacher at Diss High School. And in 1981, the team of 1981, we had a really, really good football team. In fact, most of us in the team played for South Norfolk, and quite a few of us also played for Norfolk. We played for the county. And we, in 1981, I could name you, even today, every single lad who was in that 1981 team, what position they played, and how good they were. And that year, Diss High School won the Norfolk Schools Cup. In fact, we beat all the big Norwich schools, got to the final, and we won the cup. And like I said, I think we were the first ever Diss High School team to win the Norfolk County Cup. We were really together as a team. There was a really, really good team spirit. We worked hard, we trained hard. And when you were watching us play football on the pitch, all you could hear on the pitch was words of affirmation and encouragement and this sense of, come on, we can do it, we can win. And we were so together. You know, we would go out at lunchtime at school in all weathers and we would train together, we would practice together because we were so committed to the team. And when I look back, and we're talking about a lot of years ago now, 1981, there were many positions, but there was one team. And that's a little phrase that just kind of came to me a couple of days ago. There were many positions, but one team in that football team. And when you read the Bible, you read in Corinthians that Paul writes in 1 Corinthians, he talks about the church being like a body. And he talks about the body, the physical body. And he says kind of quite strange things. He says, if the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, you would not for that reason stop being part of the body. And if the ear should say, because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. And then the writer, Paul, says, if the whole body were an eye, where would the sense of hearing be? Or if the whole body were an ear, where would the sense of smell be? And he talks about the church, the body of Christ, being like a physical body. And then he says this brilliant little phrase at the end. He says, there are many parts, but there are one body. There are many parts to the body, but it's still one body. Coming back to the team of 1981, my football team, there were many positions, but there was one team. There are many parts to my body, but there are still one body. And Paul goes on to say this. He says, the eye cannot say to the hand, I don't need you. And the head cannot say to the feet, I don't need you. And it was a bit like that in that football team of 1981. You know, I played left wing and I scored a lot of goals. And I guess a lot of people could kind of say, well, you know, Graham I scored 2 goals in the final. We won 3-1. And I suppose a lot of people could say, well, Graham won us the cup. No, he didn't, because I was just one position in one team. We needed the quality of the goalkeeper. We needed the good, strong defence. We needed the creativity of the midfield, and we needed the goal scorers of the ones that played up front. You see, many positions, but one team. In the church, many parts, but one body. And I want to really encourage us this morning that we all have a part to play on the team. We all have a place. We all have a contribution to make. We're all needed to make our team, the body, the church effective. And I want to say to anyone that's listening live this morning, or anybody that will watch this later, if you are part of the body of Christ, if you are part of the church, you are so important, and you have a part to play. You might be in one position and I might be in another position. You might work behind the scenes, somebody else might work up front. But what part in the church, in the body of Christ, can you play today? You are an absolutely essential part of the church. You are an essential part of the body. What can you do today to make your contribution? What could you do today to play your part? Because you are absolutely needed on the team. You are absolutely needed to make life and make community and make the church effective. What role can you play today to make someone's day better? Could you make a phone call? Could you send a text? Could you write an email? Could you drop a card through a door? Could you ring someone up and say, would you fancy going for a walk today? Could you encourage somebody in your community? Could you encourage somebody in the church? Could you do something today and play your part on the team to make somebody's day better today? I am so glad for the friends and the people that I've got in my life right now. People who send me messages, people who encourage me, people who look out for me, people who text me, people who ring me, and when we can, out of lockdown, people who come round my home or people who meet up with me. And they make such a difference to my life because they realise the importance of being part of the team, being part of the group, part of the community, part of the church, because we've all got a part to play, and it's so important. So my encouragement to all of us today is this: what part can you play to make somebody else's life better? What could you do to encourage someone, to make someone feel good, to make sure that they feel loved, encouraged, and thought of today? So why don't we go out today on Friday the 13th? Who cares if it's Friday the 13th? I don't believe in all that bad luck nonsense. I still think this is a great day to go and make a difference. So why don't we today go and make the difference and play our part, just like I remember the team of 1981 in Diss High School. Thanks ever so much for listening. Catch up with you Sunday online for our Hope Church service. Take care and have a fantastic day. God bless you. Bye all.